Hey, this is Andrew Brown. We are going to be taking a look at Codeium's Windsurf editor. Now, Codeium is an extension that works just like GitHub Copilot or Amazon Developer Queue, but apparently they now have a full-blown editor. You can also do the Codeium extension, but I'd rather go for Windsurf here today. And let's go download and give it a go and see if we can build our little Golang app in their interface and get an idea of how the experience is different. I guess Codeium is now kind of moving to the space of what Cursor does. I really like the idea of how Codeium has built their infrastructure. They have a really good video online on how they implemented that. But let's go ahead and get this installed. And once that's installed, we'll launch it up here and see what the experience is like. Okay, there's a lot of coding tools out here, but we'll go through as many as we can here without overdoing it here. Open add to this stuff. No, I'm going to leave those alone. We'll go ahead and hit next. I'll be back here in just a moment as it's installing. And yeah, it's just installing here, so we'll wait a little bit. There we go. Looks like Windsurf is installed. We'll go ahead and hit enter here. I've never used the Windsurf interface. I have used Codeium in the past, and I have liked Codeium's code generation, but it's been, I don't know, at least 6-7 months since I used it last. I'm just allowing access to Windsurf here on another screen. I'm not sure why it popped on another screen, as that's not my main screen. And I can't even move it. This is so stupid. I have to hit get started. I can't. What? Come on, let me move it. Okay. How am I going to show this off if it's on the wrong screen? 1 second here. I'm just going to change my screen here a little bit so you can at least see what's going on here, as this is really dumb. This is now over here. You can see the spreadsheet of what I use to get stuff started here. So I click getting started and it says import from VS Code, import from Cursor. We'll start from scratch. Actually, Vim is my default key binding, so I would like that. Dark seems nice. Let's go for Tokyo Night, just because it has a bit of a Japanese theme. We need to log in. I mean, I should have a Codeium account already. So now it's redirecting to the other screen. It looks like I might already be logged into Codeium from a long time ago. It says, hi, Andrew, let's surf. And now I can move it. I don't know why they did it that way. I'm going to move back to our original screen, which is this one here. There we go. I'll move that back over to here. And I mean, it looks kind of like Cursor. That's for certain. But let's go ahead and open a folder. So I want to open up that sites directory. So I'm just looking for it off screen here. And I'm looking for that folder here. What did we call that folder? GenAI Essentials. There it is. And so we'll select that folder. That's going to open up here. I'm going to trust. I'm not a really big fan of these like all-in-one interfaces like Cursor. I mean, Windsurf, I don't know. We'll find out here. But I don't know. It just feels like you're too much into this ecosystem. But maybe the experience is really nice. With Cascade, right with Cascade, kick off a new project or make changes across your entire code base. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm going to go ahead and make a new folder here. We're going to call this Windsurf. We are using Codeium, but we're going to call this Windsurf. And I'm going to make a new folder in here, and this is going to be called Linktree Clone. Okay. Is that a file or a folder? I can't tell. I'll make a new file here called main.go. Okay, but this is something we've been doing constantly here. We'll install the Go extension down below. I do like the interface that it's very compact. And we have Cascade up here. I'm not sure why it's called Cascade, but that's totally fine. I want to go over into here, and I'm going to just say, it must be the name of their chat, I suppose. And so I'm going to just say, I want to build a simple web app that is API-driven, written in Golang. I wonder if we could bump up the font here. This is a little bit small. Written in Golang. I notice there's like a write and a chat mode. When write mode is turned on, Cascade will be able to make changes to your code. But we imported an entire folder, so I wonder if it's going to get confused about this. The other thing I noticed is that we can change the models. There is the Cascade base model. So Cascade base does not use premium user prompt or premium flow. So I could have sworn that this is what I thought Codeium, it was like engineered for that. But anyway, we'll see here. I want to build a simple web app that is API driven, written in Golang to clone a Linktree app. So I guess it's just using Claude underneath, but I really thought here that Codeium. So now I'm confused. We have the AI that's in your ID of choice, Forge, in browser, grounded chat. Okay. Okay, then what's Cascade? So now I'm confused. Let's take a look at the pricing. Well, it's free forever on this. Cascade credits. I don't know. Now I really don't know. But that's okay. Let's go back over to here and see what we have. It looks like it's working in this folder, which is good. I'll help you create a Linktree clone using Go, API backend, simple frontend. Let's break down the code of these steps. I see you have a main.go file, a Go backend with REST API endpoints, a simple frontend. I like that it's going to produce a frontend. That's kind of cool. This is so far pretty cool. Suggest a terminal command. Not necessarily, because we want to use I don't want to run that command. We'll just accept all. But let's take a look at what we've generated out. So we have Gorilla, which we've learned. This is obviously for cores because they built the front end for us, which I'm really surprised. We have our structure, which comes from, I think it's part of Gorilla, whatever their ORM kind of solution is here. We have some filler data, which is fine. We have get profile, update profile, add link. We have some links in here, and those look pretty good. We have cores option, which is really, really good. I really like this code. This is really, really good. Let's go look at the static file. I'm curious what we have here. Very simple application. We have plain JavaScript. Wow, they're just like hidden home runs here. Now, you might say, well, Andrew, wouldn't you prefer React and whatever? I guess so, but the fact is that I kind of like this because when I started a project, I like to use the simplest type of JavaScript and HTML and keep everything minimal. So I would say like this is a really good balance of like using a higher level abstraction, but also keeping the code minimal. But of course, this is just Claude Sonnet, right? So we're getting like really excited here for Claude Sonnet, but I can't really determine where Windsurf starts and where Windsurf ends, because that's not that clear to me. So maybe that's something we should read a little bit about before we proceed here, because I just don't understand like what is it that Windsurf is like doing that's so special here compared to whatever. So we have Cascade collaborative agentic chat experience. Oh, so these are probably its features. Okay, let's go ahead here and take a look. So I guess Cascade just must mean its actual flow of how it actually works. So only available in Windsurf Editor. Agentic capabilities unlock a new level of collaboration between AI and human. What can it do? Full contextual awareness. Okay. Suggest and run commands. Pick up where you last left off. Multi-file editing. The experience is really nice. So I guess it's like an enhanced chat is what they're trying to say there on the right-hand side. Updates the schema, typo sanitation, rename variables, automatically bind handlers. Okay, I mean, pretty standard stuff here. Codeium autocomplete. I guess the only challenge here with like, since I don't know Golang that well, like writing it day in and day out, it's like I never know really what to write, and I'm so very much reliant on it doing the stuff here. But let's go back over to, let's just toggle Cascade with Control L. Does that work? It does. No conflicts with my Vim commands. And we're still in the main Go. So I would just say the one thing here is that I want to use SQLite 3 as the database. And let's see if it can do that. Now, I can't remember what else it said that it had here besides Claude. GPT-4o, okay, so that'd be cool. I mean, these are the two main ones I basically use. Yeah, that's the basically two ones. So the fact is, like, if you are, instead of paying for GPT-4o and Claude Sonnet, you pay for this, then it seems like you get the basis of everything. And it's really good at putting things where they should go. This is super, super nice. Yeah, so over here I'm in my plan and I can actually see my credit use. Okay, so user prompt credits. Using a premium model in Cascade costs 1 prompt credit per use. And so I have 50 more. If I go to pricing, I'm just trying to understand. Then we'd have like 500 premium models, user prompt credits, 1,500 premium models. I mean, that's fine, but like the thing is that if I was using like if I was paying $20 a month for ChatGPT, I'll never run out of a GPT-4o. I don't think I would. Maybe I would. I don't know. But just the fact that it's putting everything in the correct place in such an easy way is really nice. So taking a look here, nothing's changed here. So I'm not sure why it did that. That's been replaced. That's good. We have that. It's actually using Linktree, which is a much better name. Here it's creating the table. It's not necessarily what I'd want it to do, but that's fine. It's definitely way easier than working within Claude. So I would say I don't want the Go mod tidy because, again, I'm going to run this in WSL, right? So I'm going to open this up. Maybe it doesn't know that I'm using WSL. And so I'm going to go over to Ubuntu here. Okay, does it not have that extension installed? Sure, we'll install it, even if I'm pretty sure it already has that. That's fine. So now what I'd like to do is cd into Windsurf, Linktree clone. Okay, and so we have code here. The only thing I would say that we don't have is, well, actually, no, it does set up the tables initially. Okay, I'm just gonna say, can you, in the README file, can you create a README with a bash command to seed the database? Okay, hopefully it creates and seeds the database. I'm very curious what it'd be like if I switched it over to ChatGPT, like GPT-4o, but Anthropic Claude is working pretty well. I also kind of wonder, like, this is obviously not the agent, it's API endpoint, so maybe they're doing some kind of other magic underneath. So we'll go over to our readme.md, and it's okay, but it keeps thinking that we're using Windows, and we're not using Windows. So I want to go over to here. So this is Go SQLite 3. Yeah, that's fine. Why does it keep suggesting tidy? I think, again, tidy is specifically for, I think tidy is for Windows. Golang tidy. And there's just a bit of confusion there. No, that's for tidying. Oh, maybe that's what that actually is. It's the tidy mod. Attempt to proceed to so tidy matches the source code in the module. It adds missing module requirements necessary to build the current module package and dependencies. Oh, okay. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. Let's go ahead and run that. It's saying mod not found cannot be installed. Can be installed with this. Okay, maybe we would have to install that mod another way here. Now let's install the required Go dependencies and run the server. And so here it's saying to do go mod tidy. Okay. Go mod tidy. Go mod tidy. Go mod tidy. I don't know. I, for some reason, thought it had to do something with SQLite 3. I must have been misreading something earlier. But anyway, I guess that got everything we wanted installed. The other thing that we need to run in our README here is this here. I'll paste that in down below, enter. And so now we have our Linktree DB here. We can go get our extension, which would be our SQLite viewer. And we'll go with this one, as this one kind of works good enough. If you find a better one, definitely tell me. It's not my favorite, but it works. And so we'll go over to here to Linktree. I just want to make sure data is there. So we have links and a profile. That's really good. We're going to go back over to here. And if we want to start, it would just be go main run, go. Now that's going to start the back end, but we also have a front end, which I wasn't expecting to have. But we can test it here in just a moment. I want to go ahead here and just open another Ubuntu window. And I want to see if we can get the profile information. I also kind of wonder if it's pulling, it's taken any kind of context of our existing code. I don't think it has. But here it's saying on port 8080. This is running on, oh, it's still starting. So we'll give it a moment here to get ready, okay? All right, so that built. Let's go ahead and, oh, module requires Go 1.16. Oh, well, what version of Go did it set it as? This says 121. 121. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just change the Go version. Let's see if we can do that. Can we just do that? Can we just change the Go version like that? Go mod tidy. Go run mod.go. Or main.go. Main.go. Can we do that? I mean, it just says like, hey, I want this very specific version, but one thing I would like to check here is what other versions were we running before? So if we go into any of them, like Gemini, not Gemini, the Amazon, sorry, Gemini was just not good whatsoever. This one's saying 113. I put 116 as the minimal here. I'm wondering also if we go to GitHub Copilot where we had moderate success. This is 118. So there's some variations here, but it seems like if we pick one of these versions, then we'll be in good shape. So 116 was the minimum that it wanted to be. I'm assuming it's building, unless I need to delete the GoSum file. Yeah, like it's not doing anything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete out the GoSum file. I don't even know how I know what I'm doing, but I do. And so we'll do go tidy, go, was it go mod tidy? There we go. And so now we have a new sum file, and we'll go ahead and run go main.go and see if we get some success here. One other thing I kind of wonder is like, can we see what version of Go we're running? Go version, is that something we can do here? Probably not. It probably doesn't work the way I think it does. But anyway, we're just going to wait here a little bit and see what happens. I still don't know why it's not working. I've been waiting here. So what I'm going to do, this is a bit of a cheat, but I'm going to go to another one, what we know that works, like this one here. Not that one, but maybe the Amazon Q developer one. As this one here, oh no, it actually worked. Never mind. It's saying module requires 1.16 for SQL. So the issue is specifically with SQL. So I want to go back over to our Go mod here. And it doesn't like this version of SQLite. I suppose we could just ask it to fix it. I just don't want to waste our completions, but I guess we have tons of them. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay, let's give it a try. We also have to accept this first, though. Where did it insert it? We don't want it inserted there, that's for sure. So I'm just going to clear this out here for a second. I think it didn't understand what I wanted when I said insert, but that's fine. Go mod tidy. Go mod, go run main.go. We'll give it a moment here. I mean, it seems like this one's actually working, so we'll just wait a bit. All right, so, oh, it says there's already port in use. So maybe I have one running from before that I need to stop. Let me go ahead here. There we go. And we'll go back here and we'll try to start this again. There we go. Now it's serving on port 8080. It doesn't give me a little pop-up. That's okay. We can make our way over to our own browser over here. And we'll just say localhost 8080. Oh yeah, we have an interface. What? How do we have an interface? Oh, you know, we didn't really review the code, but I bet it's serving up the HTML. Let me go take a look here. I would have thought, because we set it to be, for it to be API only, but let's go take a look here. Maybe they have like a single endpoint for it. So it's mostly API driven. So main, API profile links, path prefix, port 8080, add the link, okay. But what's serving it up? Maybe it just knows to serve it because it's using Gorilla Mux. Yeah, because we didn't specify it. It just must know to do it. Oh, here it is. So serve static files at this location. Okay, so they added it here and that's how it knows. And so that's how we have it. That's really, really cool. Now here's a question. Could I actually update any of this stuff? Now we don't have that in our interface here. But if we were to go take a look here, we have API links and we have add link. So let's go over to our README and see if we have any examples. Okay. Add a link. So this would be where Twitter, we don't have Twitter up above here. So hopefully that just works. So I'm going to go over to our other tab here. We'll go down below. I'll just paste it in, hit enter, and we'll go back over to here, give us a refresh, and we now have Twitter. So that's pretty sweet. It just works. Okay, so that's awesome. Yeah, I guess that's basically Windsurf. I just don't feel like we use it to its full potential. Just want to take a look here. Just because it did such a good job working with Cascade in such few lines that I felt like we didn't really get to fully experience it. But if we right click here, I'm just curious, like, does it have any of the other commands? We have chat with Cascade. We have Go, generate unit tests for function, but that's specifically with Go. This is not necessarily with that. So I don't know. I don't feel like I fully used Windsurf, but this experience was really, really good. Yeah, so maybe if we were coding something like Ruby or Python as we were writing the code and we were having more direct control over it, we'd have a better thing. But yeah, this experience, at least in this limited experience, was pretty good for me. And so we'll go ahead and commit this. But yeah, I think that's my favorite so far has been Windsurf, but we'll see. Maybe Cursor is going to change my mind here. It doesn't have access to that. That's totally fine. I'm just going to go cheat and go over to here because these are shared repos. And I'll just add it over, whoops, not here. But I will go to this one here because it's the same source code, right? And it should show up here. Oh, it's right there. Okay, and I'll just sync the changes from over here. And I will see you in the next one, okay? Ciao.